2026, Eastern Europe. A secret command bunker 40 meters underground. The air inside the cramped, poorly ventilated room is thick with the smell of coffee, stale cigarette smoke, sweat, and raw animal fear. Generals in full-dress uniform, covered in medals and patches, stand around massive tactical screens that cover an entire wall from floor to ceiling. Red and blue markers move across the digital map in real time. Drones beam live footage from the front lines, trenches, smoke from explosions, flashes of artillery, silhouettes of soldiers charging forward. Commanders at the front have already received precise target coordinates and are waiting for the final order to launch the massive offensive that could decide the entire war. Then, absolute dead silence. All screens go black at the exact same moment. Drone feeds vanish, radios fall silent, artillery control systems, intelligence feeds, communications between units. Everything collapses in a single second. Drones in the sky lose control and plummet to the ground, smashing into the earth with a dull thud. Commanders on the front lines scream into their microphones, "Central, respond! Central, for God's sake!" But there is only dead, terrifying silence. No signal, no satellite, not a single bite of information. One of the generals, gray-haired, face scarred from previous wars, rips off his headphones and slams his fist into the metal table so hard that his knuckles split and blood splatters across the keyboard and papers. "Starlink is down, completely. Musk has cut us off from everything. We're blind and deaf. We're back in the Stone Age." Panic fills the room. Someone is already frantically dialing the president on an old satellite phone. Someone else just stands there, staring at the black screens, realizing the war has just ended for them. Not because they lost on the battlefield, but because one man, thousands of kilometers away, sitting in a comfortable chair, pressed a single button. At that exact moment, 11,000 kilometers away, in a quiet, almost sterile office at SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California, Elon Musk sits back in a leather chair. On the desk, only a tablet, a glass of water, and a few printed analytics reports. Outside the window, California sunshine, palm trees, and silence. He looks at the screen that reads, "Starlink, Eastern Theater of Operations." Musk makes a light swipe with his finger and presses one single button. A green checkmark appears with the word "disabled." One man, one click, and an entire country is plunged into total digital isolation. This is not a Hollywood blockbuster script or a conspiracy theory. This is already reality in February 2026. And the most terrifying weapon on the planet today is not sitting in a missile silo, not in a nuclear briefcase, and not in the hands of the most powerful generals or presidents. It is sitting in the pocket of one single man, Elon Musk. If you're watching this video right now and think I'm exaggerating or this is just another conspiracy video, stay until the very end, because what you're about to learn in the next few minutes will forever change how you understand who truly holds power in the world of 2026. Hit the like button right now if you want the full truth about the kill switch and subscribe to the channel. We're already over 2 million strong. Turn on notifications. Without them, you might miss the next dark story that could affect every single one of us. It all started as a beautiful, almost utopian dream that the whole world wanted to believe in. 2018. Elon Musk steps onto the stage in a large California hall full of energy and charisma, and with burning eyes presents the Starlink project. We will build a global network of thousands of satellites in low Earth orbit. We will give high-speed internet to every single person on Earth, even in the most remote villages, on ocean ships, in mountains and jungles. No one will ever be cut off from the world again. This will be humanity's greatest step forward. Thousands of small satellites the size of a refrigerator, speeds faster than any ground provider, prices cheap enough for developing countries. The world applauds standing. Governments smile. Journalists write glowing articles. Musk is doing what no government on Earth has managed to do in decades. It seemed like this would be the greatest humanitarian project of the 21st century, changing the lives of billions. By 2022, Starlink was already saving real lives. Ukraine under full-scale Russian invasion. In the first days of the war, Russian missiles and electronic warfare systems destroyed almost all ground communications. Without Starlink, the Ukrainian army would have been completely blind and deaf. Musk personally decided to send thousands of terminals. Soldiers called them salvation and life masks. The president of Ukraine publicly thanked him in front of the entire world. Everyone believed this was a pure humanitarian gesture from one rich visionary who simply wanted to help. No one noticed at the time that a real kill switch for the entire modern world had appeared in the hands of one man. Already in 2023, the first serious warning signs appeared. Musk suddenly restricted Starlink for Ukrainian forces in the Crimea area. The official reason sounded noble: to avoid provoking nuclear escalation. In reality, he alone decided where fighting could happen and where it could not. Back then, the world still called it an ethical decision by one man. Today, it is called the most dangerous precedent that opened Pandora's box. By 2025, Starlink already covered more than 100 countries, more than 7,000 satellites in orbit, more than 4 million active terminals worldwide. Armies, governments, rebel groups, journalists, humanitarian missions, even pirates off the coast of Africa, everyone depended on a single network. Elon Musk became the first person in human history who could tell any country, any government, any army at any moment, "Today, you have no internet, and I decide when it comes back." And no one, not the UN, not NATO, not a single government on Earth, could actually stop him. 2025, the Taiwan crisis escalates to a new, extremely dangerous level. China conducts the largest military exercises in history around the island. Taiwan, in panic, begs for full-power Starlink for defense. Musk agrees, but only after a private, closed meeting with high-level representatives from Beijing. A few days later, internet in Taiwan works, but with technical geolocation restrictions. Chinese forces suddenly lose control over part of their strike drones and reconnaissance systems. Officially, a technical glitch. In reality, Musk simply pressed a button in his app. That was the moment the world first openly said out loud, Starlink has a physical kill switch, and that kill switch is in Elon Musk's pocket. By the beginning of 2026, Starlink had stopped being just internet. It had become a weapon, the most effective, the most invisible, and the most terrifying weapon of modern warfare. In Africa, during one of the long-running civil wars, Musk cuts off one side's connection for 48 hours after they refused to pay the new sharply increased tariff. The official version, scheduled technical maintenance. In reality, pure economic pressure that decided the outcome of the entire conflict in favor of the side that paid. In the Middle East, during a new major escalation, Starlink suddenly stops working for one of the coalitions. At the same time, the other side's connection remains perfect and stable. Musk later posts on X, "I do not interfere in politics. I simply do what I believe is right for humanity." But the most terrifying and revealing event happened in February 2026. A major European conflict. Two sides have been fighting a full-scale war for the second year. One side completely depends on Starlink for command and control of troops, drones, artillery, intelligence, and logistics. At the most critical moment, when a large-scale offensive could decide the outcome of the entire campaign, the connection disappears simultaneously across the entire front line. Generals in the bunker are in shock. The president of the country calls Musk personally. The answer comes 11 minutes later in the form of a short post on X. "I have decided that now is not the time for further escalation." One tweet, one click, and an entire army went blind and deaf in seconds. That was the moment the entire world finally understood. Starlink is no longer just technology. It is real, absolute power. Power that no president, no general, no government on the planet possesses. Power concentrated in the hands of one single man. Today, Starlink decides not only the outcome of wars, it decides who gets information and who stays in total darkness, who can coordinate protests and who will never even know they started, who wins elections and who cannot even run a proper campaign. Musk has repeatedly said publicly in interviews and posts, "I can turn Starlink off anywhere and at any time. This is my personal responsibility." The word responsibility sounds especially terrifying when the kill switch for the entire planet's internet is in your pocket. And now, the darkest and most frightening part. In 2026, SpaceX is already actively developing and testing Starlink 2.0. even more satellites, even higher speeds, even harder to disable or block, and most importantly, full integration with Neuralink and XAI. In the near future, one man will be able not only to turn off the connection, he will be able to decide exactly what information reaches people and what does not. He will be able to filter news in real time, block certain sites, or, on the contrary, amplify the narratives he wants across the entire world. One man, one kill switch, and the entire planet is on his wire. If this video made you think even a little, hit the like button right now. It really matters to the algorithm and to me. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next investigations. Write one word in the comments, kill switch, if you now also understand who actually holds their hand on the most important button in 2026. I read every single comment, and remember one simple but very terrifying truth. The most dangerous weapon is not the one that kills people. The most dangerous is the one that decides who is even allowed